What a way to start the new year of 2025 by rehashing something that keeps on going to this day.
Whoa!
So, what we were talking about is something that starts before the presidential election of last year, technically last year now, and it's recirculating on Twitter. And that goes with our favorite little simpy, Mark Ruffalo, our favorite little activist. He's got so much to say, he's got so many tears to shed. And this is what we want to talk about today, just for a laugh. So these attacks on Elon Musk. This is a resurface meltdown. This is not new news. And he claims that we are the ones to believe in. But what does he actually mean by that? And this one is actually addressing concerns over climate issues and his perceived changes in Musk's public persona. Because God forbid that people grow, change, learn more, adapt, and find out that, yeah, it's all a shill. So during a widely circulated video posted on the social media platform X, I still call it Twitter, but we all know it as X as well. Before the election, before all of that, he didn't mince words. Does he ever mince his words anyway? Going on, labeling Musk a two-faced turncoat traitor because he thought he was one of them. We have one of the richest guys on the planet on our side. Well, even what is your side? I kind of feel like you're taking the substance and you're just force fed what your side is. And he even goes on to tease him for losing his South African accent, which I've actually experienced this myself. I grew up in the South. I moved to Colorado for about 6 years and realized that my Southern twang was gone. And I started talking in a little bit different way. It kind of happens because you're constantly getting input from the people who are around you, the accents, and then the output starts to change. There's nothing wrong with that, by the way. Do you want someone who just came across the border legally? Legally, let's specify that. Do you want someone who just came across the border and is learning English to constantly be broken English the entire time? Or would you rather have them start to learn, start to grow and adapt and change their affectations and their accent so that you can actually understand them? Why is this an issue? Because Mark Ruffalo is a petty motherfucker. Now, he criticized Musk for what he perceives a departure from his original stance on climate advocacy, stating, "Oh my gosh, he's such a two-faced quote traitor because he is a climate champion. He was a champion of climate change." I I think this is a differentiation that I need to say right now because it's always pissed me off whenever we have these arguments where it's climate change, whether it's global warming, whether it's all kinds of other horse crap that comes up in these conversations. Climate, by definition, how you learned in your physical science class in like fourth grade, the climate always cycles. We could go back to ice ages, we could go back to global cooling, global warming, global in the middle. We could go back to all this other kind of stuff. So, and it's also been shown many times that we're not the ones that have the biggest effect on it. Yes, we could. This is going down a rabbit hole. So let me just stop there because there were always holes at the top and bottom of the ozone layer. So fuck off with that. And he sold himself out for a buck and some power. Don't follow that guy. That guy doesn't even have his original accent anymore. Don't follow him. Don't listen to him. We're the ones we have to believe in. We're the ones who are waiting for. Who we're waiting for? Are you a messiah? Or is every individual person a messiah? And we're the ones who will have to move forward together. You mean the people that agree with you? You're kind of sounding like a very whiny and narcissistic cult leader. Are you thirsty? And as we just did ourselves, speculation abounds to, what was regarding his reference to these things. We're the ones. Whether he was addressing Hollywood celebrities, climate change activists, the general public, or another group entirely. Well, he still gets work. So, what do you think? I really think it's his overlords. A lot of Hollywood. Not all of Hollywood. Let's make that distinction. But it's one of those things. It's that group think mindset and that have been force fed from the top conglomerations in the world that now own the giant majority of the media. That's what they constantly been telling you. So been constantly trying to brainwash you, your kids, your wives, your sisters, your brothers, everything. And he's not a stranger to outspoken activism. Well, he can live the rest of his life in peace because he was part of the MCU. He was Hulk in the Avengers. I mean, come on. He has nothing he has nothing to lose. They can't take that money away from him, and if all he's doing is talking, then that's well within his rights. But while it's well within his rights, it's also well within my rights to point and laugh and make fun of him because it's completely idiotic. Everything that he's saying is completely idiotic, and he just wants people on his side because I feel like, especially with the cultural change that's going on in America, that he's losing a lot of supporters, a lot of people who would actually care about these things, and they're realizing as time passes on that it doesn't really matter that much in the end. There's not really much you can do. No, I'm not really saying this in order to make a political statement. I'm actually not making a political statement whatsoever. But I just find it funny that people who go to this activism thing, they're always broken, lonely, and just kind of weirded out in the head 95% of the time. There's something crazy going on up there. They can't have rational thought. They can't have rational discussion. And they definitely don't believe in the Constitution, where we can disagree. We can also agree to disagree and still be friends. But Mark Hamill has learned this the hard way because who knows where he is now. And Mark Ruffalo, hopefully, he learned this the easy way, but he's not. He is learning this the hard way too, that you can't force your opinion on anyone else. You just can't do it. He's probably a flat earther. But if you have anything to say about this, if you want to join in on the discussion, leave the things down in the comment section down below. By the things, I mean, whatever you want to. Subscribe to the channel, and we will see you later on tonight with Late and Gay with the GCA here for this New Year's Day spectacular. It's just a bunch of friends hanging out, and we've got some topics for you. Y'all have a good one. Bye.